Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tin Man's Quarter channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I wanted to get on here and tell you guys a recent dream that I had because I realized I haven't been videoing all of my dreams that I had here lately. I thought I'd get on here and tell you guys this one. This one's kind of a silly dream mixed with a nightmare, and you'll find out why towards the end. But anyway, in my dream, I'm laying down in bed, and I heard a bell ring for some odd reason, and it was so loud that I got to check what it was. So I came in here, and my mom was laying down on her side of the bed right here. My dad was done taking a shower, and he was putting his pajama shirt on. And I asked him, "Did you hear that bell?" And he said, "Yeah, I did," but he thought I rang it for some odd reason. I said, "No, I didn't ring the bell, honest." So I kind of peeked out the door, and the hallway has a night light on it. It was on, but the lights in the living room and kitchen was off. But I can see somebody moved just back and forth a little bit. It was kind of hazy. And I said, "Wait a minute, that looks like Mom." I didn't say nothing, but I told Daddy to look out the door. So he walked over quietly, saw nothing. He thought I was playing with him. I said, "No, honest to God, I wasn't." So we might have a doppelganger activity going on in here. I know, strange, right? Well, the next day, Mom went to work, and me and Daddy were at the house, and we were talking about something, and I just happened to look back in the hallway, which, here, let me show you real quick. Okay. You see down the hallway, I mentioned something about that night light right there? Well, it was on, but right there, or sitting on the couch, was a doppelganger of my dad. I know, right? Scary. But here's the thing. He wasn't alone. The doppelganger of my mom showed back up and was like laying on top of him. And my dad actually believed me this time because he looked around and saw him too. Here's the strange part. For some odd reason, they were kissing each other, but they had octopus tentacles coming out of their mouths. Almost alien-like. I was like, oh, heck no. But then not only that, right about there where you see that blanket rack at, I saw a doppelganger that looked like me, but he kept changing in and out from me to my dad. I said, "Oh, something's going on with that one." But then my dad said, "Oh, heck no, he had enough." So he closed the door. But then we heard like a real screech, high-pitched screaming noise. Kind of like a, "Ah!" And me and Daddy were like, "What the world was that?" Well, it turned out they heard us close the door, and we quietly opened this door back up, and they were gone. But wait, here's more. Well, we got in here. That door was wide open, and we did not even hear it open. So, after they heard us slam our door, they must have got up and got to the door open and got out of here quick. So, we checked outside. They were gone. And then I woke up. I was like, boy, that was a strange dream. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on those post notifications for more content about my dreams. Yeah, that was a crazy one. I just had to get on here and tell you guys before I just forget automatically. Have a nice day, everybody.